Good morning. I'm on day 4. I'm really excited because this is, of course, as I've said, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Got my cappuccino this morning, my Italian mug. Love it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to tell you really quick about my cappuccino. When I was a kid growing up in my dad's restaurant, we used to do something special with the coffee cups. We would dip them in molten sugar, and the rim would have that melted sugar on top, this rim of like caramelized sugar. And oh my God, every time you took a sip, you just got a little teeny taste of sweetness on your lips, and it was so good. So reminiscent of that, I don't take sugar in my coffee, but I sprinkle just a couple granules of like turbinado sugar on top, and I get that little taste on my lips because it floats on the foam, and I get it on my lips, and it's so yummy. Today I threw a little cinnamon on it. I usually don't put anything on my cappuccino. I'm a purist. I like it plain. In Italy, they don't actually use much cinnamon. I don't think I've ever seen cinnamon in my village, maybe in other parts of Italy, but in town over there, they use cocoa, on their cappuccinos if you want something extra. I like it plain. But anyway, so that's my little cappuccino story for the morning. As I decided to start doing some of these little talk pieces, you have all these millions of ideas of things you want to talk about. Then all of a sudden you don't know what to talk about. I was scrolling through Facebook, and all of a sudden somebody had written on one of the Italian pages, "Oh, I wish it was like the good old days where, family came together on Sundays. My kids don't know anything about that," and so on and so forth. And they're lamenting the gone days of family get-togethers and the grandparents being around and all this kind of stuff. And I said, why does it have to stop? Why do you have to let it go? Maybe the grandparents are gone, but now you're the next level and you've got kids or you've got grandkids. Why can't you continue the traditions? I've gone out of my way, living far away from my immediate family, living in New Jersey. My family's down in the DC area. I went out of my way to create that same tradition in my home. No, we didn't have grandparents here every weekend because all my kids' grandparents, me and Pat's parents, are all far away. Mine are in Maryland, in the DC area there. His were South Jersey and Virginia Beach. And, it's not possible to get together every weekend. But we had Sunday dinner here. We always have dinner whenever there's people home. Growing up, we always had dinner at the table. As the kids have gotten older and had things to do or who was working or whatever, we still had dinner. And if somebody came in late, somebody else would sit with them and eat dinner. Even if they had already eaten, they would sit with them while they ate at the table so they weren't by themselves. Very rare that somebody eats alone in this house. Except for me during the day when they're all at school and it's my peace time, but that's another story. No, I'm just kidding. But the fact is that this is what I've taught them. So now that my kids are big and they're not all living at home, they all know that whoever's in town, Sunday afternoon, we are having family dinner here. And unless there's some big event going on, we do that. Now, of course, we continue that tradition. It is very much an Italian thing. We do our Sunday dinner early in the afternoon. We don't do it at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And that gives us the rest of the day to enjoy each other, sit around, watch a game, a soccer game or whatever, or just talk around the table more. We kind of spread it out and we spend time sharing. If you are stuck in that mode of being sorry that your family doesn't have the traditions that they used to have, again, it's your fault. You have let it go. Even if your parents let it go and you didn't get the benefit, say it was your grandparents that let it go or were the last ones, just start it again. You can do it. Look up some of your recipes. Seek out your family recipes. My homework to you today is go find some family recipes that you're going to bring back to your table this weekend. You got, what's today? Thursday. You got till Sunday. Go find a recipe and have Sunday dinner. Invite whoever will come. And if it's only 3 of you, fine. If it's 10 of you, fine. Get ready. Because if you start it, it'll continue. You can rebuild it. You know what? Nothing is ever fully broken that you can't fix it. And you know what? If you don't have any family around, create a family. Invite some friends over, some neighbors over. Invite somebody over. It's amazing how, you always say, oh, I'd invite somebody over, but the house is a mess, or I got to make dinner or something. You know what? If you invite somebody over, your house will get clean because you'll have motivation. Your dinner table will be full of food because you'll have motivation to cook some things, maybe try something new, pull out an old recipe. Sometimes set the deadline, which is the invitation, and then it all happens. So make it happen, people. Have Sunday dinner this weekend if you're not used to doing it. If you do it already, good, keep going. But if you don't, start creating a new tradition. Start with Sunday dinner and then work your way back. And then, work on having as many weeknight dinners as you can in your immediate family. If you're a young family, start the tradition now. If you're a family who feels it's lost, restart it. You'll be surprised how many people will come. And if they don't, write to me. We'll come up with some plan to make them come. Some recipe that they won't be able to resist. Food brings people together. Don't forget it. Now, I'll be back later on. I'm going to show you a little home remedy for when you got a nice cold. So I'll see you later. Ciao for now.